What's going on, YouTube? I'm sitting here, man, in Cornersville, Georgia, headed to Houston. So I figured, man, I'd do a little driving video so y'all can ride with me on this lovely Sunday. And I just want to kind of get my inputs on, leasing a truck, and a little bit about myself, or how I got into trucking, and how far I came into trucking. I started trucking in 2012, coming up in October. Coming up in October will be 6 years, when I started trucking. When I first started, it wasn't paying, it was paying good, but it wasn't paying like it's paying now. I come out of C1 trucking school in Little Rock, Arkansas. I was gonna go to USA Truck the first time when I first got out of trucking school in September 2012. And I went to Schneider. Now I got over at Schneider, man, and now I'm gonna make me like 26 cents a mile. I stayed over there for a little bit. Then, when USA Truck had put that, I owed them $5,000 for the school. Let me turn this GPS off. That I owed them, that much money for school. So I left Schneider, then I ended up went on ahead and went to USA Truck, who I was supposed to go to originally because they paid for my school. I think I didn't have to pay for like $2,000 of it, so they took like $50 out of my check every week. I worked for a few companies, then after that, I was gonna lease with USA Truck, but I always told myself, hey, if I'm gonna lease a truck, I'm gonna lease a brand new one. I don't like breakdowns and I don't like fixing stuff. That was me at the time. So I didn't lease with USA Truck. I worked with other few companies then. Then I got on with SRT in 2014. I leased through them for 3 years. And my first year I ran. I actually think I grossed like $161,000 at the time. I ran hard. My first year, I ran. I mean, they ran me real good. But I couldn't, it's like, when you're leasing with mega carriers, it's almost like you're still a company driver. They tell you where to go, they control your money. I was leasing my truck through TL at the time, Transport Enterprise Leasing. They're actually at other leasing places now. They're branching out to where other companies can lease them. But I was leasing through them or whatever, and like I said, I did good my first year, grossed $161,000. But as it got closer, like that 2.5 year mark or 3 year mark, they always say at the end of your lease you should have $30,000 in your maintenance to where you can finish your lease out in 4 years, or they will finance it for you for another year. So I wasn't making any money my third year going out and leasing a truck. I was making just enough to get by. I didn't make too much money my first year, but I actually did. I think my biggest check was like $2,200 when I was working for these guys for SRT, putting a reefer unit. I had a brand new 2015 Freightliner. That's what I was leasing. And, it was guys at the time telling me, like, hey, man, if your credit good, like, dude, don't lease this truck. And, things and, stuff like that. Like, man, if you got $20,000, you're better off going to get your truck or get your truck. I didn't listen. I was just excited about not making money. I figured out that they didn't take taxes out on you. And, I figured out, like, hey, I can do this all out. I'm like, dude, like, you're going to have to pay in taxes when I'm talking about money. So then after 3 months, I set up taxes with ATBS, and I started paying my taxes stuff on time. But the more to the story is, when you get out here in this leasing thing, man, this is one thing. Don't have that poverty mindset. Meaning, when you was living in poverty, or you weren't real rich, or you grew up poor and you weren't rich, don't have that mindset when you get out here and you leasing a truck. Put much money back as possible as you can. And always get in a walkaway lease. Always. So that way you don't want the lease anymore. kind of got, tired on the reefer side. And, wasn't making no money. The only thing that was aggravating me the most on the reefer side, it was always telling me that I was getting a certain area, and I know it was a good area, we don't have nothing for you, and stuff like that. But what they were doing is that truck had to be at a certain amount of miles. They want that truck around 450,000 miles when you get ready to turn that truck in after the 4 years. Reason being, if you don't want the truck, they still have to resell it, and that truck is still on a factory warranty. And they have to resell that to a buyer. And if you're not gonna walk away lease and you got like $7 or $8 grand in your maintenance account, if you need tires, they're gonna go through that truck and they will clean your maintenance account out to make sure that truck is back the way it was when you first bought that truck. I mean, they can't do nothing about the miles, but man, they're gonna put everything they can into that truck to make it back, to sell. But, as I thought, and, I said, you know what, I'm gonna go lease a truck through Quality. I went back to USA Truck this past year, which was in 2017, this past year in August, I went back through them. And, I met the Highway Diva. I met her in 2016. It's crazy how we met. Well, it's not crazy, but, we'll do a video on that. But, she was talking to me and whatever. Then, I went with Quality when I was USA Truck. And she was talking to me. I went with them. I got a truck through Quality or whatever. I don't know why I keep repeating that. But I got through them and I went dry van. I figured dry van, okay, I can do dry van, I can do drop and hook, I can do this and do that. My truck payments, I think, was like $697 a week. And this was a used truck. This truck had over, 300, I think 300 and 400 some thousand miles on it. I'm like, wow, this truck here is this price? So, I got to talking with, the highway did talk with her. She was on USA Truck at the time, company driver. So, we started team driving and stuff like that. And we worked for USA Truck, and we left them with the Transco lines. And, she said to me at the beginning of the year, she said, you know what? I want to just work together and we just save our money. And then we just go to an outside company, get a truck, and start a business. Sorry for shaking and rolling and bumping. And, start a business for ourselves. So we did. And, but here's the thing, man, my insights on leasing a truck. I'm not going to say it's bad. I'm not going to tell you that you can't do it. My idea would be, like, do it. If you think that it's going to fit you and what's best for you, do it. If you're the type that, you don't like a maintenance lease. You like a maintenance lease, you don't want to fix anything, or, stuff like that, do it. But you're going to have times where you're going to have breakdowns. You're going to have times where you got to sit in the dealership, and sometimes you go to dealership, depending on what's wrong with it. I see people sit in the dealership for a whole week. So, it's got its pros and its cons to it. But, when you're on with them, man, it's like you're constantly your slave. You're a slave driver, man. And if you're going to lease a truck, don't lease it through American Carrier. That's my preference. If you want to, go ahead. Like I said, do it. But if you do, get it to where you can pick your own freight, where you control your money. Get it that way. Where you can control your money, you can pick your own freight. We went with Long Mountain and got this truck. Meaning, how I want this truck, wherever I take this truck to, I can take this truck to wherever I go. In 2 years, this truck is mine. What we're doing so good over here, we can actually pay this truck off in a year if we want to, but I'm not going to get too deep into that. But the thing is just do it. Whatever's best for you and whatever's best for your family. Don't let nobody try to tear you down and tell you how to do anything or how to run your business. Take advice. It's people like, a lot of people get mad at throwing shots at SoCal, but I'm the type of person I can take constructive criticism. If it's somebody I know, then I'm like, oh, okay. I use it to my best ability. Or I use it, to help me in the long run. It's mentors out here. This is not about no East Coast, West Coast, what they doing out there. And it's not about no old school, new school trucking. It's plenty enough money out here for everybody to make. Ain't much change in trucking besides electronic GPS and e-log. The same way it was back then to get money is the same way it is now. You know, I see my brothers on YouTube fighting, arguing, going back and forth with each other for YouTube content. Like, what is we doing? That's why, I mean, if I got a certain opinion about somebody, I keep it to myself. I don't really get into it with other YouTubers. Everybody got their own opinion. Everybody got their own thing. But don't, you know, you got some people get in the game a month, they've been out here a month, they think they know everything and try to talk bad about everybody else. You got some that been out here for years and try to do, do the same thing. But, I'm the type, man, I get along with everybody. I can learn from everybody. I can put pieces in and learn, from everybody, man. And we always, me and the Highway Diva or Sunshine, we always try to branch out and always try to help others. It's always about helping others. I mean, yes, YouTube, it pays the phone bill. I mean, we get a few change from it. I mean, it ain't like a career thing from it. I mean, I don't see none of the money. But, it is what it is. I do use YouTube because, sometimes the board or she'll ask me to do a video about a certain topic or about a certain thing. So, I always tell her, oh, okay, yeah, I'll do a video about it. But, the more to the story is, man, is get out here and do it. Whether you're a new driver, get out here and learn the game, man. Get out here and do it. Some of these folks have been doing it a while, man, Save your money, and stuff like this. So, I mean, man, it's just crazy, man, where people is going at each other's throats every day, man. But anyway, now, I'm leasing this truck here. And, of course, we're on Greatwide or whatever. Man, I've never made this much money in my life. Trucking, this is what I love to do. Trucking is in my blood. I love trucking. Don't get out here just for the money. You have to love it. Some people get out here and, they like the money, but trucking is not for them. Relationships problem that they have back on home or wife, Trucking ain't for everybody, but I love it. If I go home for 4 or 5 days, I'm itching to get back out here on the road. I love it. But anyway, I can't do but 15 minutes of this video. I'm already at 13 because, that's how iPhone works. I hope that's, some motivation, man, to get you out here, man, and make some money, change your lifestyle. Trucking has changed my life over the past 6 years. I'm able to help people financially, and I'm helping to give people the advice. I'm helping to help be able to help my family, man, be able to support